When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Terrapins will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Wolverines offense will take the field first. Handoff from the gun. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up the tackle for loss.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Kamara. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
To give to the big fullback. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will go to work for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job at confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play-action fake. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Bringing the heat. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive.
Oh, he's got some space. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man. Really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
Yeah, no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they've built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Kamara. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
He'll bring it out. It's Suggs. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To the air, it's Marshall. Snagged in the middle, it's Everett. There he goes! Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The The Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Terrapins just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He'll keep it himself. Trucks through the defender. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Get set, get set.
Gonna swing it on second down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He makes the grab. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
From the gun on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Kamara. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Calls his own number. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, 4th and inches, midfield. Go ahead. Go for it. I love the play call by the head coach. Trust your offensive line to get some movement up front. Let's keep this drive going.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. The screen, and watch out. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. from the shotgun, the inside give. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Florida State has the lead at this time, but there haven't been quite as many tomahawk chops today as we expected. This is close. They're up by 6 over Wake Forest. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better.
Turning it on! And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Terrapins! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Michigan offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team It's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Fires the pass, intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Hit as he throws. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Slants against man, that wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire league.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
They're setting up the screen. Oh, what a cut! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Terrapins have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Everett. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Terrapins headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw again. Right on the money. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there.
This defense has owned the first half. They've given up some yards on this drive. Big third down coming. You've built a little bit of a lead. Try to force the field goal. Don't give up the big play here, and you've had a great first half.
Here comes the heat. It's on target and complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cox. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Marshall. Swings it out to the flat. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Dead center perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Backed up now, here's second and long. Send the tight end in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Oliver. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Looking for that first down on third and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Kamara. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this is some kind of belief in your kicker. They are sending him out there to try to get 3 from way downtown. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Wolverines. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers, multiple guys getting it done, 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Smalls. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
The Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names. And Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Blasted as he lets it go. He makes a catch. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Offside, defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still first and goal. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Florida State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Tallahassee for some time. They're up by 27 over Wake Forest. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The last two runs went headlong into a brick wall, now 3rd and 10. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Got his man. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. The Terrapins will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
A nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Reads it, fires complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Looks as if he's going to run it. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Shoots it to the left. It's caught. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Touchdown Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. They marched 72 yards. Finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Suggs. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Quarterback on the keeper. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab on the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
He's brought down right at the 30-yard line, well within field goal range, but let's see what they do on this 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Running to Green. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Quick release on the RPO. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
By the receiver. Pickup of 5. That's a 1st down for the offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds a spot in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He'll pull it down and run. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, Well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up.
He wants to take the top off. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
The screen, he can go. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but they left some points off the scoreboard there.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Trying to take it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. What a way to start this drive with a first and goal from the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and...
Touchdown, Michigan! Fitted in the window for the score. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going.
Oh, he's got some space. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll leave it with him. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
On the ground, it's Brooks. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Back to pass, it's Marshall. Fires left. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Takes it on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Perkins. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? You got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. Now, it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
Yeah, and I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football, but there is definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Off play action. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Maryland! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Nice play. Oh, and they blocked it. Now he can return this.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
19.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Gain of 1. Third down coming.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Barron. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
They want that clock to run. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this.
There he goes. Got the first down. Looking for more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Here we go.
Gets the back moving. From the red zone, looking for a space. Gets it to the back. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And the extra point is good. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Number 16, set to kick this one away.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Fires to the tight end.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Terrapins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next run.
Motion from the wide receiver. The offense changing the play. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Turning it on. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Give to the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Find space on the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down, still trying to execute their offense, still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. He slides that just inside the right upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. From inside the 10, here he comes. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the books. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented, nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome to a really compelling matchup that almost has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. This is the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, legendary home of the USC Trojans. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. The Trojans will kick this away to get us going. Return starts from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So Michigan's offense will be the first up today. Kirk, not often these days you see a matchup as good as this between two elite running backs, two guys who are the focal point of the offense.
And talking to them this week, you know they are both hyped up to go against each other, both looking for bragging rights. Can't wait to see who ends up playing better.
Try the ground game here with the running back. Has the first down and more. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka, Tyrone Wheatley, and Leroy Hort. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Caught by the receiver. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. The Wolverines will send their punt team on the field. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And they'll just down it right here. The Trojans offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Well, last time out, this quarterback had a huge game, mostly leaning on the tight end. So obviously the defense going to try to focus on that. But Kirk, can they slow him down today?
Yeah, that's the big question. This tight end has the skill set where he can make you pay no matter what coverage you play. Defense has got to do a really good job of jamming him at the line of scrimmage, not letting him be the difference maker again today.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. Second down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. With pressure and sack him to be tackled inside the 10.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
Quarterback still with the football. Finding space at the 20. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down. And the Trojans will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, we know this guy can throw the football, and here, this is what makes him so good. His ability to run the option and get involved in the run game puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? You might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands with a good combination of good coverage, with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Snags a good throw. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away.
Fourth down coming up.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. First down, looking to throw the football. Pass complete on the crosser. It's a nice gain. He'll move the football up to the 27.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Hurtado. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. It's an out route. The catch made. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. It's the running back in the flat. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
They face a 3rd and short on the 9th play of this drive. An inside give now from the shotgun. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. First down now from the 30. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's got the first and still going. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
Well, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for first downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
The soft breaker to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of every...
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. They slowed the game down with a long, winding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Trojans offense is back out on the field. And their first play of the drive now from the 25. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. The big fullback's got it here. The fullback gets stuffed for a loss. Ran into a wall there.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play from the very jump, and the fullback just didn't have any speed to get around anybody. Stuffed to the run perfectly.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass. So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Fires it on the move. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. So they're short on 4th down. The coach decides to trot out the field goal team. Trying to knock it through from 44 yards away. He made it. 3 points on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the USC offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Gets the first and still running. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Trojans.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. Toss it to the back, running left. Uses the stiff arm and gets past the marker before being taken down.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So far, this has been a battle on the ground. Who completed the first quarter, and the run game has dominated. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver makes the catch. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
And the Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Got a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looks right and lets it fly. Caught near the goal line. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Defense expecting run all the way. They stop him short of the goal line.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Lets it go quickly. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Hey, great throw here by this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible hit.
Now here he goes. Makes the defender miss. Powering through the defender. Touchdown, USC. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that 2nd and 3rd level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Hurtado. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st. You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Swarmed with the pass rush. A sack.
Chris, he's getting in there so quickly. You might want to consider a chip block with either the tight end or a running back to slow him down. He's just too talented out there.
These big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's a quick grab. He's swarmed by the defense. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. 3rd down upcoming after that completion. They'll try to run for the 1st down. That's enough to move the sticks and give them a 1st down at the 41.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a 1st down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. 1st down from the 30.
Boy, this running back is fun to watch, isn't he, Chris? After that run, he's now over the century mark on the day. What an afternoon he's enjoying.
The Wolverines come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And tests the middle and gets stuck. That is just not open for business today.
But his defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. He made a nice play in the backfield.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
But they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. He was on the mark with his last kick. This one is from 48 yards out. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
Breaks into the clear. And here he goes. Across the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They were not going to catch him that time.
Because all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Stopping at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They settled for a field goal last time. Let's see what they can come up with on this possession. Offense showing a bunch formation now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Pulls it in. It's Furtado. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Complete to the wideout. Marked down at the 42. First down for the offense.
One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. It's incomplete, comes up a little short on that throw.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. This time it's complete. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Well, that's tough for this defense. You give up the catch, but you also let the receiver break a tackle and get some yards afterward.
High completion, good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. The shotgun running play call. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's in the clear. End zone ahead. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
That back was shot out of a gun. How quick did he accelerate to pick up those yards? Just an electric run. Somehow he's knocked out of bounds at just the 1-yard line. Well, he deserved a touchdown there.
and he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down, ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Looking to throw it on first down. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Chris, anytime a receiver runs around, he's looking to create separation for the quarterback to give him a nice target. That's always what you're going to see anytime you have a successful route. What we just saw here, complete opposite. They're lucky that ball was just knocked away.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Wide open downfield. Powering through a tackle. Forced out of bounds after a big game. This offense set up with a first down.
A huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw, but I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Catch made over the middle. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12. And the Trojans line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Touchdown, Trojans! Back and forth they go. Now the all-important extra point. Extra point puts him in front by 1. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the out route. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Oliver. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. A new set of downs after that completion. And now the handoff. Fights off a defender. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Caught over the middle. It's Furtado. And they do pick up first down yardage. Set up now at the 44. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. 1st and 10 play coming up. They're going to run it here.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Grab down the middle. It's Furtado. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point makes the lead 6. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So it's first down, but they just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. The Wolverines will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, try to make up this deficit. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down after a short gain there. That completion makes it second and medium. Looking for a man. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Coming up, 4th down.
And the Trojans will line up to kick it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Now it's second down here. And he'll set up to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Oliver. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
First down for the offense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And from the shotgun, inside handoff.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to scramble. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Defense is coming after him. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good.
The lead remains 6 after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Quick juke to get free. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Pass is caught on a comeback route.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. You can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
The Trojans are on the move here. They'll hand it off. Makes a nice move there. Got the first down and still motoring. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Takes the toss, heads to his right. Inside the 25. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
And the PAT makes it a 1-point lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He escapes the pocket. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45, a solid gain. And the Wolverines getting set on first and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's past the marker and still going. In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Wolverines, to put them on top now. That is just an elite long-distance house call. Tremendous speed on that back.
Well, great speed, and I'll tell you, if I'm a defensive coordinator, got to get to the sideline and talk about gap or integrity. There's just too much room for this back with this kind of speed to run. They've got to make some adjustments.
Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. Wants to throw it. And the catch is made in the end zone for 2 points.
Well, I thought the defense did a pretty good job of defending this 2-point try, but let's give all the credit to the quarterback and the receiver for being able to be in sync and in rhythm to come down with that catch and the 2 points.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it. Looking for a deep completion. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Play fake, looking to throw. Back-to-back deep shots. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early. Allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
He knocks through the PAT and ties is the score here in the third period. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And now the running back's got it again. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. That's a design quarterback keeper. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. The receiver grabs it. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
The Wolverines will have to kick this away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Ball handed off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
And the quarterback keeps it here. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Here comes a handoff. He gets loose. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Trojans. Way too much speed in that play. That was a foot raise. The defense had no chance for serious breakaway speed for that back.
Well, to be able to burst a run like that spans more than half of the field gives this offense so much confidence. And it sends a message to this defense that they're going to have to square up and beat you at the line of scrimmage. You're going to see this happen again.
And now the try here for the extra point. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. And they finally get things going this time. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Catch hauled in here over the middle.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. First down here for this offense. The shotgun handoff here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check it out. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Moves the ball to the 28. It'll be first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Hurtado. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. First and 10 from the 11.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Looking to throw here. Moves out of the pocket. Touchdown, Michigan. The quarterback takes it in himself.
Boy, this guy is so much fun to watch. Here, not even on a design QB run, able to create, use his legs, threaten the defense with his arm, and eventually off the scramble gets into the end zone. Great play.
And they get set now to try the PAT. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. Just flings it out of bounds with the pass rush closing in. So second and 10 here as they try to stay out of third and long here in this tie game in the third quarter. Play fake, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete. What is the final play of this period? And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. And here's the return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. He's brought down, but a good effort. make something of that return. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. First down, looking for more now. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
To the 25. They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so a little bit better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Down, Michigan, a big defensive score.
You know, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter.
That makes the score Michigan 63.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. He shreds the tackle. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A deep shot to the right. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Tackle made way downfield. Enormous gain.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off of that nice play.
Makes the catch. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, what a move. They'll carry a block down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Looking for a receiver. Pass rush closing in. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Can't get to the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Here we go on 4th down. The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's tackled out beyond the 10-yard line. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. It's a shotgun run call. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a 1st down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
I love the idea of this quarterback just continuing to give his guy a chance. Already making multiple plays. Why not put it up in the air and give him a chance to get in the end zone one more time?
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Wolverines will line up to boot it away. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, USC.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
And he knocks through the PAT. kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Well, this has proven to be a fun one for two teams testing each other, showing their quality, and now who's going to make the push down the stretch and emerge with a huge win.
Well, Chris, this is a huge opportunity. Still with the game in balance, who's going to be able to secure this victory, not only to prove they're the better team, but to also show the committee they're deserving of getting the upper hand when it comes to decision time late in the year.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. Grab down the middle. It's Furtado. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Working clock with the ground game. And the Wolverines pick up enough to get a first down there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff again. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. Caught near the sticks. It's Furtado. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
Well, a big part of the reason, Chris, we've seen this offense be able to build a lead is because of the way they've mixed up the run with the pass. Back-to-back plays, positive yards. I love that they're keeping an aggressive mindset, even working with a lead.
The Wolverines with 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. The Wolverines come to the line with 1st and goal. And the quarterback just kneels down. That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that's going to wrap it up for Kirk Herbstreit